Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. We are on the test server, and as you can see in the background, Clan Siege, it's here. We are going to be taking a little bit of a look at just some of the basic mechanics here in today's video. But more importantly than that, I want to talk to you about one of the massive rewards that's coming from this new set, the Feral set. We now have the information on it, and I think this is... There's really a three-step plan here. I think very clearly in this patch, a three-step plan to nerf Polymorph, right? Without nerfing Polymorph. It's the classic Plarium way. We're not nerfing anything, but we're nerfing it, you know? We're not nerfing Taris Marishka, but here's a bunch of champions that counter them. You know, that sort of thing. But the Polymorph blessing has dominated for a long time. What is the plan? Well, part number one is news. We've got some news. So this Friday, it's the 12th of July, there's going to be two events simultaneously. So 2x for Sacred Shards for the whole weekend, and then a 10x for Legate Teox from Sacred Shards for just Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday will be free if you don't want him, though I don't know why you wouldn't want this champion. He is new and he is insane. So we're on the test server. We do have him, but he is the new faction unity champion for the Lizards. Very strong champion. This is obviously a summoning event that is part of the fusion. So if you're going for the current fusion for Packmaster Shayak, you might need to pull shards in this event anyway. Look, you're still fairly unlikely to get this champion. Like, let's say, rough rule of thumb, if you get a legendary from a sacred, 5% chance it's him, 1 in 20. You know, rough rule of thumb. I'm not arsed working out the exact numbers. But he is very good. And of course, the key thing with him, with 3 faction allies, all allies are immune to sheep, and he scales very well off debuffs. He gets turn meter, he does an extra hit, he does up to 100% more damage for debuffs on enemies, etc. So this guy really scales well off of debuffs, and yeah, by making your entire faction, in fact, all allies immune to sheep, going in with Lizardmen, it's opening up things like the Romantu to come in, Sulfurion to rip off, Stone Skin with the burns, etc. So that's step one. You know, it's a bit of a gotcha step, isn't it? So some of you will get that champion. Some of you are going to get him this weekend, and that's step one. Inaccessible, but it will happen to some people, and there you go. You've got some teams that are going to be immune to Polymorph. Step number 2, in fact, and step number 3 are both coming from Siege. So the first part, again, is a smaller one, but more accessible, but Authortrix Lamassu, number 1, she herself is immune to sheep, and it's really setting a trend, isn't it, for more champions coming to the game that are immune to sheep, and she's also providing intercept buffs onto a single ally. This is a champion everyone will get eventually through Clan Siege. She is the fragment reward, kind of like Mithrala for Hydra. Probably going to take you a few months, but you will eventually get her, and there you go. You've got yourself a counter to Polymorph in there. But the big one that I think makes the biggest change here is, where is it? Bam. This is the Feral set. This is a screenshot taken by Chazup. I will translate this for you, don't worry. But at a quick glance, it's a 9-piece set. I think that's Precision, which is accuracy, and Vite is speed. But for you can see some stuff here. Like, for instance, we jump to this 6-piece, the 6 pièces, which is a 50% de chance d'empêcher la placement de debuff mutant par la grâce polymorphe. we had Cap Nub Caps show up yesterday. Today, les alliés infligeant 5% de dégâts en plus pour chaque debuff place pour la poture. We've got Le Nub today. Call me Le Nub from now on. What? Okay, enough of the joking around. What is going on here for you guys that don't speak French? So as we can see, at 1 piece, 40 accuracy, at 2 piece, 5% speed, 40 accuracy at 3. These base stats keep going up at 5% speed, at 7, 40 accuracy, at 8, 5% speed. So you're getting a total of 15% speed. You're getting a total of 120 accuracy. This is basically Perception set on steroids, or it's a flexible version of the Perception set. What are you also getting? Well, at number 4, un buff blocage de debuff. Cool. You're getting block debuffs for 2 turns at the start of the round, which is basically an immunity set, right? It's what it is, the immunity set from Fire Knight. This is that, but with Perception set essentially baked in as well. So that is nice, and you can, of course, combo this with Stone Skin. That's the potential powerful combo. Even just a regular immunity set with Stone Skin is a potentially powerful combo because you can be protected at the start of the turn and you're still protected from bombs unless they strip the block debuffs. But that is there. Now, the 6-piece set, this is the big one. 50% chance to block sheep debuff from the Polymorph Blessing. Now, again, this is specifically from La Grâce Polymorph. It's specifically Polymorph Blessing. So this will not stop sheep from characters like, well, Sun Wukong or Armans and any other characters that are added like them where they can place sheep with a skill. So this will not be affected by this new set. This new set will not stop it, but the Polymorph Blessing, it will 50% of the time. So it's not going to stop Polymorph entirely, but I mean, it's doing a pretty big job of stopping it. It's making it half as effective. This set is going to take some time for us to gather up because you can, I believe, only get this set from winning Siege. But when you do start winning Siege, this is a very strong reason. I've seen a lot of questions about the rewards, and I think there's legitimate questions about how good the rewards are. They look rather ungenerous, but there is no question that you want this set for Arena. We all know how good Perception is. We all know how good Polymorph is. This gives you basically super Perception with immunity, and it gives you a way to counter Polymorph. So much so that I think a lot of champions, once this starts becoming commonplace, there's plenty of champions who might just go, is it even worth running Polymorph on them anymore? Because their debuffers are going to be in this. Now, one crucial thing, this is a 6-piece set, so you cannot combo this with Stone Skin. Well, you can with 2 or 3-piece or 1-piece Stone Skin, but not with the Stone Skin buff, which needs at least 4 pieces of Stone Skin gear. So you give up Stone Skin, you give up any other 4-piece set in order to get this. But really, for any debuffer, this is a game changer, and it's gonna completely change Arena. It's gonna completely change Arena. Suddenly, yeah, buff strip champions, 50% chance not to be Polymorph. It's lowering that Polymorph chance from a 20 to a 10%. It adds up to a big difference. Bomb champions gonna thrive in this set. Yeah, any debuff champion's going to thrive. It's going to completely shift the meta. 9 pieces, allies do 5% more damage for each debuff placed by the wearer. This is decent in Arena, especially seeing as debuffs will become, and buff strips will become more common. This is very strong, though, for PvE content. So you imagine for Hydra, let's say, you could put in a champion like, let's say, Sissia Flametongue or Lydia, the Death Siren, right? Le Death Siren. What it is in French, probably not. You put that on, it's giving you substantial amount of damage for your team. This is very much like the debuff. It's the debuff version of Protection set. It's a debuff, and there are champions that can put out more than 3 buffs. You know, like Fina is a classic example, extremely strong. The fact unity over here, she can put out 3 buffs on this, and then another 3 buffs. She can give you 6 buffs. That's insane damage scaling with Protection set. But this debuff version is going to be, I think, just as strong and dominant. It's a must-build set, really, for Hydra, for a lot of champions. Like I said, anyone who's putting out multiple debuffs, this set is going to be insane for Hydra. Insane. And it's also, with the accuracy bonus, going to make it very easy to build champions with enough speed and accuracy. So, yeah, this is very, very, very strong. It's very strong. So yeah, those are the key things. Let's take a quick gander, shall we? Not at Cursed City, though it does look like Siege. Oh god, oh, don't crash the game. Okay, thank you. Yes, goodbye Cursed City. But Siege obviously looks like Cursed City. It's very zoomed out initially. But here we go. As we can see, there's actually a couple of defenses in already. Let's take a look. I don't know how to say this name. He's put a defense in over here in a mana shrine. We have our stronghold. So bonus category 1. Only clan leaders or deputies can set this bonus. We'll take a proper look at this tomorrow when it actually goes live. There's not too much we can do. We're in the preparation phase right now, and it has been expedited. So I've got 2 of these defense scrolls. I can set up some defenses. So I could join in group 1 with this guy, or I could join in any of the other groups. I mean, can we do group 4? Yeah, sure. We can do group 4. Oh, look at that. There's a timer to set your defenses. So because, of course, while I'm setting this defense, nobody else in my clan can be setting the defense. You definitely want to talk to your clan. That's our plan anyway, to talk first before putting stuff in. But I mean, let's put in something. Sure, like, why not? Like, let's put in this new guy with this, and maybe we want a speed aura, actually, for him. I don't know. We'll go like this, I suppose, and like a Yumiko. Let's go. Let's be a really obnoxious team. Hey, cool. That's a powerful team, I think. Great. So we can lock that in. I set the defense. Can I? Here's something. You cannot set. Oh, actually, look at this. So I could then remove them. I could say, yeah, no, refund. Take it out. Of course, this mode is very much like Arena, but it's not Arena. So this speed aura is actually not doing anything for us. And this team sort of needs speed, so that's a bit of a problem. Is Wukong? It's arena battles as well, so we'd want an all-battle aura. That becomes a little bit awkward. I mean, we could put in like a Yoshi, speed in all battles, with this guy and her and the Yumiko, and we'll probably get outsped now because we're probably not fast enough. But there we go, we can slap that in. Definitely awkward, there's no presets. So some champions work great, like Sifi works really well without presets. She just does her thing. On defense, you can't manual her A1 anyway, so it doesn't matter. But like a mythical, a lot of the mythicals don't work well without presets. They just won't change form. Like you lock out the mythical, and they'll be like, got no skills on cooldown, but I could metamorph and get them all back. You know what? I'll just stay in Form 1 and throw out some A1s, some default attacks. Let's go. Who needs to use this metamorph ability that could win the fight right now? So that's definitely a little bit awkward. But that's interesting. So there we go. That team is in there now, and I could switch it around. We've got only 2 of these teams to put in. Now, we only have 40 minutes here. But normally, guys, you have 2 weeks. You've got 2 weeks to figure out where your teams are going. Let's put one into the mana shrine over here as well. Or in fact, let's see. Let's have a look at a defense tower. So let's put something in this defense tower and try to protect this mana shrine. So here we go. Because we could put in a nice perk here in this defense tower. I don't know. We could get like, okay, Plarium League or Gale Impact. We could make that more powerful. Let's see about that. Okay, let's imagine we put that in. Terminator from Plarium and Gale Impact. Okay. So let's set a defense. Let's filter. Factions. Now this is a bit annoying, you have to know. So Plarium League is these ones, and Gale Impact is these ones. But you have to know, I would say they should add something in. They should have a filter by alliance. I think would be a pretty good idea, because otherwise it could get very confusing. The turn meter fill is good. Actually, this guy, I got a 5-star soul for him on the test server, but not on the real server. He gives turn meter, so that's actually quite nice. Let's put in Arman's, he likes turn meter, doesn't he? Oh, we're going to be so obnoxious. Let me see. What else would we put into this team? We could put in Nekmothar is going to give us increased speed. Let the Armans go first, gives us a speed aura and more turn meter. And then we'll put in Wukong for damage. And again, Androck's going to be all over the place. So is Arman's, actually. If they have Stone Skin, I think Arman's is just going to be like, I guess I'll default attack because they have someone in Stone Skin. I have an A3 that is designed to hard counter Stone Skin, but I'm not going to use it because my default AI sucks. So that is quite annoying, but there we go. Our defense team is in. Great. Unfortunately, it's only the clan leader or deputy that could activate the bonus on this building, but that would be, roughly speaking, what we might do. Let's check out post number 1. So some of these posts, again, I need a siege defense scroll. Okay, well, let's take them out. Give us the refund so we can actually see the bonuses and whatnot. We look at post number 1. So this one, I think we can activate this ourselves. Yeah, so I can do this myself. So we don't have enough mana orbs. That would be, I'm not sure what that is. This one is only defense champions can be used. This is only attack champions. Okay, this could be pretty strong. Defense champions is going to be kind of a pain for people to deal with. So I could put in Androck. It's going to be hard to kill them because they're defense-based. We could put in Krisk, seems quite annoying to deal with. You know what? A Helicath would be really annoying. And let's put in maybe a Tormin when they buff up. So we've got lots of healing. We've got team protection. Maybe a bit too much team protection, actually. But I don't know. Let's give it a go. Cool. Great. Let's set that in there. There, I've spent my mana orbs. If I take this off, will I get them back? So if I refund, yes, it will. So I can fully refund this if I want to. So I can get everything back. No problem. Look, that's sort of how it's working. We can see up here we've got 3 total defense teams set out of 60. You get more defense teams as you upgrade stuff. Our stronghold is level 1 right now. When you upgrade it, you do get more. And of course, to upgrade any other building, so we need a level 2 stronghold to upgrade anything else. So I think it's fairly straightforward, honestly, on day one. We'll look at this more tomorrow, but I think day one it's going to be pretty straightforward. Just stick your Florins into the stronghold. That's the first thing you want to upgrade, so that's fairly straightforward. I don't believe there is a refund. No, there's no refund for that. So yeah, we're never getting that back. We're never getting it back. But yeah, there we go. Cool, fine. That's a simple overview. We will look more in detail tomorrow. But the main thing I wanted to show you is, again, within these different tiers, definitely feedback that has been given by myself and a lot of people is 5-star gear sucks. They should really improve this. Like, come on, just give people more 6-star gear. Like 5-star mythical gear, I'd rather have the 6-star legendary. It really doesn't make any sense. The 6-star mythical stuff is insane. But yeah, they could definitely tweak that. Like, give us 6-star mythical, give us some 6-star legendary, give us some 5-star mythical on top of it. We'll take that. But yeah, kind of awkward. But the point is, this is going to be something, it doesn't take much time at all to set your defenses. Most of it is going to be discussing with your clan who is going to go into which post. Like if we look at post 2, for instance, we'll look at this more in detail tomorrow. This one we can do only corrupted champions, only HP champions, only Bannerlord. So yeah, we can do some pretty powerful stuff. Like in this one, we obviously have Ancora Narses. That's a pretty bad defense though, because they can hit you with their own Ancora Narses and win. Probably don't want to do that one. But we could put in HP champ, Fatalis Blade Master, coming in, the beast. You know, we could do some stuff like that. We could throw in, he'd actually be really strong. So we could do some fun stuff like that, like bam, slap them in. Cool. Look, this gives you a rough idea of what is going on. We'll take more of a look tomorrow when this is live in game. The main point is, they are, I think very much, Plarium are looking to break the polymorph meta without touching polymorph itself. Number one, by adding champions that stop it. And number two, this feral set, perception set on steroids, the flexible version of the perception set. This is going to be a game changer. And this to me makes Siege, outside of everything else, whether you like it or not, this makes, I think Siege just, personally, it looks like it could be quite fun and also not very invasive in terms of your time as well. So yeah, I think it looks quite good, honestly, but we'll see. But even if you don't like it, you definitely want to do it to try get this feral set. I think absolutely this set is incredibly strong in PvP with these things, and also in, well, anywhere PvE as well, because of the 9-piece. But that will take a long time to get. At least the 6-piece, you'll be able to get there eventually, without waiting too long, we hope. But there you go. Let me know what you think, guys. It's a big shift in the game, honestly. It really, really is. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Goodbye.